The time has finally arrived. My traditional top 10 sneakers to release in 2023 countdown video. The biggest disclaimer is probably needed for this one. Sneakers, fashion, it's all subjective. It's through my perspective, just as your views are through your perspective. So our list will no doubt differ. There are some pairs you won't even see grace my top 10, such as the Tiffany Air Force One or any of the Travis Scott releases. So with that being said, let's dive into my top 10 for 2023. In 2023, I've gone on and on about this model, so it shouldn't be a surprise this made the top 10. Coming in at number 10 for 2023 for me, the Vans Knu Skool, specifically the black and white classic colorway. Vans did an amazing job. This shoe certainly had a moment. It's one of my most worn pairs in 2023. I'll likely get another one, so if you're into Vans, this was quite a pick for you. In 2023, if you're into sneakers, you know this name, J-Tips, coming in at number 9 for me. The Grid Shadow 2, both colorways, and wear to a date. And what's the occasion? It's a celebration, obviously, for Jay and everything he's done this year in sneakers with Saucony. So proud of him. Getting the chance to meet him in person was amazing. Humble superstar right now, on the rise. I mean, just keep going higher, Jay. So proud of you again. These pairs were they are something amazing to see. I love seeing everybody wear them on foot and enjoy them as they're meant to be enjoyed. So number 9 has to go to J-Tips. Coming in at number 8, this is certainly sentimental for me. The Adidas Forum Low CL Day 1. Shake, so proud of you. Like, just over the top. Can't say enough about your very first collaboration with Adidas. Certainly not your last. Everyone, please stay tuned in 2024. But the Day 1 told a story of true friendship, of how you grow, the little things, the memories that you share with someone. 2 of the most wearable colorways also that you will find to wear on foot. I can't wait to enjoy these more and more. Just so many extras came with every single pair. That's the way you do a release. So number 8 for me has to be the Day 1. Adidas coming in hot in 2023 for me. At number 7, the Adidas Crazy iiifinity 2.5, specifically the chalk and black colorway, but I love triple black. I also love Stormtrooper, and I'm a little partial to that gold pair as well that dropped. So what a way for Adidas to revamp a classic performance model that we knew Kobe to wear and make it more lifestyle. Now, it's hit or miss for consumers. I totally get that. It is extremely bulky. The pants were make or break the shoe itself. I will say anything that falls just along the top part of the shoe itself, unzip the bottom hem, and you have yourself a winner. So this has to be number 7 for me. I don't have number 6 in hand, but for me in 2023, the Nike SB Jordan 4 Special Projects Pine Green takes that spot. And you know what? Really great news. Looking ahead to Jordan 4 silhouettes, it says, hey, just in time for the shoe's 35th anniversary, it has been confirmed that this updated version of the Air Jordan 4 will now be the standard build going forward. So that is great news. Upgraded comfort, a better overall build for anyone who loves the Air Jordan 4. Coming in at number 5 for me in 2023, Ronnie Fieg on the 998. 2 different colorways to celebrate Lloyd Wright in the futuristic conceptual city he designed. Now, this is true art crossing over different lanes. One, the greatest architect in America, Lloyd Wright, in architecture, and then the actual structural build of a sneaker. I mean, how much better do you get? How much closer can you get to art itself being brought to life? Leave it to Ronnie to do just that. So this is easy, top 5 for me. I raved about number 4 in numerous videos, so to receive it as a Christmas gift, I mean, it really just made my holiday season. That means number 4, Sneaker Politics and their Samba. Thanks to Consortium Cup for just, putting the task before these different boutiques, because my goodness, the consumer won with everything they offered in the contest itself. So Politics, you did a lot, but you know what? Sometimes a lot needs to be done. And when it comes to this Samba, I can't wait to enjoy this on foot time and time again. I mean, just look how gorgeous it is. This is art itself in a shoe. So number 4, easy pick for me, Politics. Coming down to the wire, top 3 in 2023 and taking the 3rd spot, the Air Jordan 3 Reimagined White Cement. I feel as if people may have, forgotten about this a little bit with how long the year is based on when this released, but it still never left my mind. The aged heel, the aged midsole as well. I understand there was hit or miss for people liking the elephant print, but this is still one of the best pairs, at least to me personally, to release in 2023, bringing back a grail for so many. Super happy to have this, and it will certainly be one of my most worn pairs in 2023. This certainly cracks the top 3. Coming in at number 2, I don't have this one in hand, but let's give flowers where flowers are due for giving us a collaboration we didn't even know we needed. But my goodness, the elevation of the Samba by Ronnie and Clarks and Adidas. So you know what that means. The 8th Street Samba takes the number 2 spot for me in 2023. The elevated experience of access for consumers with the pre-order, 3 different colorways offered. Just the way the shoe was crafted. I mean, when you talk to people and they've seen this in hand, they've worn it on foot, it's a totally different experience than any other Samba they've ever tried on. And I think that says a lot to what Ronnie has been able to do, vastly higher than so many other brands within sneakers. So with that being said, 8th Street Samba, number 2. Earlier in my top 10 countdown, I said J Tips came into the game on Candace Parker time. His energy with his debut sneaker, you know what? It takes the top spot for me. Number 1, the J Tips Saucony Grid Azura 2000. Remember who fronted. And when you dive in to all of the intricacies, the storytelling, him truly unveiling every little part of his thought process and what went into this pair. He said he wanted you to want to know as much as possible about him. Well, guess what, Jay? We learned that, and there's so much, again, that goes into his very first pair. If you fronted on Jay, I feel bad for you because, my goodness, what a debut sneaker. So proud of him. This easily takes number 1 spot for me. Congratulations, J Tips, in 2023. Now, the only confusion you may find here if you watch my previous videos for my top 5 New Balance pairs to release, as well as Adidas and even SBs, that was in relation to those specific categories and brands or styles, models. However, you may not have seen them listed either on my traditional top 10, or maybe you saw like a few on there, but some other ones that were ranked a little bit higher didn't make it. In relation to all of the pairs and everything I thought about within the year of 2023, the other pairs, models, releases may have just outranked them. It's perfectly fine. Again, these lists are subjective. It's why I like doing the much smaller, condensed, like top 5 for a specific brand or maybe a model like the SB. I just think it's nice to have that off to the side and then give you my traditional top 10. I do have honorable mentions. I will be sure to throw them up here on the screen because I think these were all really great pairs. Some of them will also be covered in my categorical countdown list, so it's not really even a 15, it may be like a 12 plus 1. I'm not really sure the total number, but it's not traditional top 10, it's based on categories. So pairs that you didn't see grace this list may very well be on that list because maybe they fit like a specific category, but not enough where I was like, hey, I'm gonna slide them into the top 10 ranking for myself. No, and this top 10 is difficult. There were some last minute changes, moving some things around, and you probably have done the same with your top 10 list, so please go ahead. And I'll say, if you want to list your top 10, go right ahead. I will remind everyone in the comments, I've been doing this lately on videos, it's all subjective. So how a shoe may fit even on your foot, it may not fit the same on mine or anyone else's. So if someone is giving a personal account of a shoe, a model, fit, colorway, thoughts, that's theirs. Let them have that. You are more than free to chime in with your own, but let's not negate anyone's because, again, that's their perspective. You have yours, and neither one is necessarily wrong because at the end of the day, it's going to be what works for us, style, cut, preference, all of that. So 10 done. We are really coming close to the end of the year. Had to get this one out. I appreciate any time you spend on the channel. I mean, I'm really blessed and happy to have some of my top 10 pairs. I mean, one definitely slid on in here, which you guys saw, so I will work on a full video for this in due time. I'm certainly just enjoying the end of this year with loved ones, and I hope you are doing the same. Please be safe. Please be locked into college football playoffs this weekend. You guys already know what it is. Forever and always, go blue. Hail to the victors. Beat Bama. Thank you again for tuning in. As always, to end 2023, act your age, not your shoe size, especially over end of year sneaker lists. Peace.